Welcome back to the Canaries Chat channel. Hope we're all having a lovely long bank holiday weekend. I've just got home and the reports are now that Liam Manning is all but done. So very exciting times. We should potentially expect an announcement early next week. Well, it's going to be basically, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday next week, potentially. We've now officially approached Bristol. The reason being that we didn't have to do that beforehand was that you had a release fee. That release fee, I believe, is £800,000. So I believe we're just going to pay that. And Liam Manning will be the new Norwich City manager, by all intents and purposes. Lots of reporters and reputable sources reporting on it now that, it's all but done. It's just a matter of time, which is, for me, good to hear. He was the favourite that I wanted out of the three names. He wasn't maybe a front runner from the start, but I think a lot of that was due to Bristol doing really well in the league. So we are just waiting to see what they're doing in the playoffs. But yeah, now that they've kind of out of the playoffs, Norwich kind of gone and got their man. He does tick those boxes that Napa was talking about bringing through youth, knowing the English leagues and playing possession-based football. I think his possession-based football had to take a bit of a sacrifice with Bristol, but that links in with his adaptability. So it took a bit of a hit at Bristol, but MK Dons, Oxford, he was towards the top end of the table for the most possession. And I think it's a really, really exciting appointment, personally speaking. He definitely overachieved, I think, with Bristol. So with the squad that we've got and hopefully the additions that we can make, he can potentially do the same. I think the fact that we've finished in the lower end of the table and we've managed to pull a manager that's in the top six, I think that's a huge coup for us personally. But some of you will disagree, so obviously feel free to leave a comment down below if that is the case. But I think he's obviously managed MK Dons, he's managed Oxford, then Bristol, and now coming over to us, he has got that English experience that Napa was wanting. I think there's real adaptability in the way he plays. His formation changes. It can be 4-2-3-1, or it can be the 3-5-2 as well. So slightly tricky to call what his formation will be at Norwich, but he kind of talks about not playing players out of position, playing formations that match the players that he has in the squad or on the pitch. And I think that's a huge thing as well. I think sometimes we've been guilty of forcing players into like square pegs, into round holes, into places that they shouldn't really be at. So I think hopefully that will provide a bit of consistency within the squad, and that the players aren't worrying about where they're going to be playing. So probably not going to see Fisher playing at left back, things like that. I know injuries force that, but it may be that we bring another, like Kenny McLean's played left back before, potentially. Who knows? But I'm very happy with the appointment, personally speaking. I think the three names that were being touted for it, Pep Linders, O'Neill, Manning. Manning was the one that I personally would have gone for. I think a lot of supporters online were leaning towards Manning over the other two, and I think it's now just really important that he gets the full backing from everyone. I think even if it wasn't Manning that got it, I think every manager should get the full backing until that kind of trust and faith is lost. Like, you can't lose that straight away. So everyone should be well behind him. He's obviously a Norwich boy. Rumours that he may be an Ipswich fan, but that don't bother me at all. He's not going to sacrifice his job, his reputation because of Ipswich. So I'm really, really happy with it. I think he's come out with a lot of, or players have come out that have played for him, a lot of positivity around the kind of leader that he is. And obviously we hear more stories of that because he's managed in the English league more, but we didn't hear so much around that being one of Thorpe's strengths. So really hoping that can kind of bring a new element to Norwich, bring a cohesiveness to Norwich, because if you've seen the clip that is on that documentary, the one thing that wasn't there was belief and cohesion, in my opinion, between the manager and the players. So, as I said, buzzing with disappointment. as for the kind of what's next, obviously we've got to wait for the initial announcement, and then I'm really excited to see the interviews, see what his first thoughts are, any clues or tips on what he's going to be looking for the formation. As I said, he'll play with the players that he's got, but I think it's quite exciting that we've got a manager that can adapt. He's not coming in with a predetermined way of playing. I think a lot of criticism that Thorpe got was he was trying to get players to play a system that they couldn't, which a lot of top managers also do. But he didn't show necessarily super flexibility across the whole season. He did obviously try and change it towards the end, but it was a little bit too late. The fact we've got a manager that is happy to do that from the get-go, no fixed formation, obviously likes possession, but he showed with Bristol that's not be all and end all, and it worked very well. And obviously once we've got the manager in, it makes transfer targets a lot easier. I think initially, well, I'd like to go after Knights in the midfield for Bristol. Whether we could get him, I think that's going to be a big push. But once we've got the manager in place, it'll make our transfer business a lot easier. Still waiting for Jacob Wright to be officially unveiled. Obviously, he's done a kind of Instagram post saying that he went home for one last time. So he's basically confirmed it as well. Apart from the club are the only people that haven't confirmed that yet. So I think maybe we'll get the right deal done. I was going to say before, but that only really leaves tomorrow. And then, so it might be towards the end of the week. But either way, very exciting time to be a Norwich fan now. Now we've got the manager in place, the silly transfer rumours can start kicking off. And yeah, very much looking forward to next season now. Leave a comment down below. Are you happy with the appointment? If you're not, why? Who would you have wanted it to be? And yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. We're going to keep the Norwich content coming. So yeah, you don't want to miss out on some of the bits we've got. So yeah, we'll see you in the next video.